Hey y'all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We're cruising the back roads of Arkansas. Gonna stop up here at a little town called Clarendon on our way to Stuttgart. Gonna spend the night there. Then tomorrow we're heading over to Hot Springs National Park. Yay. Woohoo! Can't wait. Even got blue sky, finally out of all that rain. Farther west I get. Low humid, not bad. Should be a great day to do some exploring. Alright, we're gonna make this little side pit stop here. Check out this little town. Supposed to have an old courthouse, something down here. Plus I need a break, grab some fuel. Then we got another 20-25 miles till we get to the town where we're gonna spend the night, which is real historic as well too. Sit back, get ready. Let's get this going. Can we say small town USA? Heck yeah. This is actually part of the 2025, heck yeah, travel season bonus footage. And welcome. Alright, we're just going to do a little exploring. They had a visitor center. I'm not sure if it'll be open. I'm not going to spend a ton of time here. We'll do a little sightseeing. Alright, all fueled up. I turned the camera off and grabbed fuel real quick. Took about a 20-minute break. The guy at the gas station said, yeah, there's a old building down here. I can see the top of it. He also said this town flooded really bad along White River or something like that. But this is old Backroad, Arkansas right here. Friendly people. Everyone I talk to is just great. Okay, here's their old historic area. Buildings do look old. Oh, there's a visitor center, I think. Wow, that is an old time building, huh? Alright, well, let me figure out what I need to do here. I see a parking area you can't see on camera. Be off the left, be behind this building. Let's go around the block. Big old trees, everything nice and green. There's your local fire department. Bet they got small parades, all kinds of cool things. This little town. It looks like the levee for the river right off to the right. I don't want to go that way. We want to circle around. Those buildings looking pretty tough shape, don't they? Looks like some farm trucks there, tractors. All right, Now this should take me back down. Hey, we took the RVerTV scenic tour. Heck yeah. There is ivy all over that building. Okay. This is what I spotted. Right here. With the van, I gotta look for big open parking lots. This one will work. I won't be here too long. Alright, let's walk around. What these towns have is huge history for Civil War. Wow. That's an old timer, isn't it? Yeah, a lot of these look pretty rough shape. Big old concrete steps. Clock on top of it. I see a sign down here. I think this is their visitor center. Here's some Civil War history. Clarendon was a major White River port and crossroads when the Civil War began. All kinds of battles, huge amount of troops here. This town and area was right in the middle of it, the 1860s. Well, let's go inside this building and see what we can find.
Program, that was their prop. They hadn't gotten it down yet.
Okay.
You just, if you're working or passing by.
Passing. This must have been the old bank, huh?
It was. Much prettier than the new bank.
Oh, look at that door.
We need some upkeep. The front of that door is just weathered.
Oh, it flooded here,
Oh, the flood? Yes. The picture of this building is on there, and you can see how high the water is.
huh? Wow.
Came up over that mound out there.
almost 100 years ago.
Well, they got smart and built a levee.
Super nice lady in there. This place did flood bad. Alright, I'm gonna keep trucking. Gonna go check out the next town. There's a causeway we'll drive across. It's several miles of bridge to get over the flooded area, like wetlands. On our way to Stuttgart. Perfect little fuel stop. Wow, look at that tree. You can always date a place when you look at the trees. She was saying quite a few people stop here and go in there. You sign a little guest book. A lot of people come through this area, mainly off the main highway, state route. Alright, I think I need to go up. We're gonna cut over somewhere up here. I got Google Maps on the phone telling me where to go. I need to get an old-time atlas, so I miss mapping myself with an atlas. Just to carry one. Had that with a magnifying glass. That's how everyone used to travel. This should be it here. Make a right. And the highway should be right up the road. Made it. This is Stuttgart, Arkansas. It's supposed to be like a prairie museum here. I'm actually going to spend the night. I found a little RV park on the other end of town. We say, let's cruise downtown. Wow, old buildings, huh? You know, people that live here locally, they're used to it. When you come from out of town, you see cool architecture and all. Just in awe of it. Ooh, what's that? Oh, big mural and stuff. Oh, we gotta go check that. We say, let's walk around down here a little bit. Then we'll head over to that museum, then head for the RV park. That's the plan. That is a huge mural. Look at all the ducks, the dog, Arkansas County title, Rotary Club. Duck hunting must be big here, huh? What else we got? Local football. Oh, Friday night football. Heck yeah. That's a big deal. Airplanes. Nice little pavilion. Rice and duck capital of the world. Right here. We are in it. Rice and duck capital. I'll be darned. Go figure. Right here in Arkansas. And who are these gentlemen? One that got a duck collar. Huh. Must be famous hunters here or something. Local history. Well, how cool is this? This kind of stuff is just worth it. You never know what you're gonna find when you come through these little towns. Of course, this town isn't that little. Looks like an old hotel across the street. Furniture store, new and used. About every little business you can think of right down here. Well, it's getting on in the afternoon. I better head back to the van. I want to catch that museum, that Prairie Museum before they close. Pretty flowers, isn't it? Very colorful. It's a cool little event area, whatever they call it. Wow. The only thing left this building's the front. They're restoring it. Well, pretty darn cool. They even got benches on the streets. You don't see this stuff out west like this. That big mural with the dog and the ducks, that's neat. Alright, let's head for that museum. What do you say? There's huge grain silos, must be for all the rice up here. All kinds of them. Right there. Big employer of the community, I bet. In the whole county. I mean, they're growing rice everywhere, probably. Alright, looks like a few blocks up. We'll be there. Okay, should be right there. It is. Ooh, big old park here too. All right, and I see cars. It is open. Yay! Maybe they got a little air conditioning going in there too. All right, let's go have a little fun exploring this big old museum. Wow, this is big. Arkansas Grand Prairie. I've seen some stuff up by the street. Let's check that before we go inside. Could you imagine riding that thing around all day long? Looks like farm equipment. Big old air conditioner for the building. Alright, let's head on in. They have everything in here, plus a waterfowl. What the ladies say? Waterfowl, like a museum for waterfowl, for duck hunting. I don't even know how to describe it. It's the world's largest collection of duck collars, too. Look at that thing. There's your old-time TV. Watch RVerTV on that thing, huh? Just tractor after tractor. And the lady said, too, the rice is the main employer here. Wow. I mean, this place is pretty immaculate, isn't it? There's your old-time RV. There's your water tank on the side of it. 2 horsepower. Yeah, they got everything in here. This is only one part. They got buildings full. Replica Town, Grand Prairie Village, one-stop shop. Go buy a hat and dress and all your food at the same place. There's a old-time Coca-Cola with the bottle opener on it. They'd throw ice in it. Even the door handles are old. My goodness. This is pretty darn cool. Feels good in there too. Be out of that heat. Old time stove. It's almost like artwork when they did that old metal work like that. Movie theater seats. There's some luggage. Anything farming, homesteading, back in the prairie days. It's in here, very well collected. That's a lot of work to collect all this. It is a full-time project.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me squeeze through.
I'm going.
All right.
Enjoy your life.
Old pictures of hunters. They got duck collars. Huh. Wow. Look at all them birds. We had an Army airfield here during World War II, 43 to 45. World War II, my dad was in the Army Air Corps. Army airfield right here. Huh. That was before they called it Air Force. Now it's all Air Force. A lot of planes flew in here. Well, that one display showed where they converted old planes into crop dusters here. You could get lost in this place. There's so much of different buildings. Look at this player piano back here, right next to a bunch of farm equipment. What a collection. Those are fun to listen to. Always thought those huge headlights on these old cars were just the coolest thing. They look like eyes, don't they? Eyes on the car. They probably use these in parades. Oh my goodness. Look at this picture here. Downtown still looks the same. All the old cars parked there. Huh. That's cool. Interior looks like new, doesn't it? Well, I need to find those duck collar collection. Oh. Need a plow? Wow. Every shape and size. Now, is it left-handed or right-handed? Huh. seed spreader, combines, and more tractors. Here you go. Here's the waterfowl collection. Huh. Have you ever seen this many? Wow. A lathe for making the duck collars. There he is. This guy's famous. Mr. Butch from Arkansas making duck collars. Wow. Huh. Butch Ryback. Rickenback. Something like that. And there's your collection of collars. Wow. Where they're from, all over the country. Idaho, Missouri, California. Duck call for long-winded. Woof. Go figure. This is like a sport. I've never seen this before. But they get a pretty penny for those. There's plastic ones. Louisiana. A lot of them from Louisiana. Arkansas Waterfowler Hall of Fame. Well, if you're into hunting and ducks, you gotta come here. What a collection. Oh, and here's more of them. Whoa. Holy moly. Unbelievable. Duck calling contest. So they have duck calling contest here. World Championship duck calling contest. Now that would be fun to come see something like that. Oh, heck yeah, a couple times. Yeah, and all the guns and everything. Wow. Unreal. And all the retrievers, all the doggies. Probably world champs themselves. What a sport. Well, you just seen it. Here's the world-class Hall of Fame right here for all the duck callers. This has to be one of the finest, well-kept museums I've seen in a smaller town like this. You could spend literally an entire day in here. Old phonographs, they got from A to Z, everything. Yep, the marching band. Well, we better fly the coop, go find that RV park. Alright, well, should be straight ahead here. It's a RV park called Open Season, go figure. Well, Google Maps is having me pull in here, I don't know. Well, looks like a construction yard. I see RVs, home for the night. We're out here bright and early. Good morning. It was okay at that RV. I ain't even gotta call it a park. It was like a construction yard with hookups. Guess they have a lot of construction people. Met the owners. Nice lady. They own quite a bit around town. There's a restaurant there that they own, all kinds of stuff. All right, we're heading to Pine Bluff. Gonna do a little sightseeing on our way to Hot Springs National Park. That'll be coming up tomorrow or next video. Trees everywhere. What a pretty place. No mountains. Flat as a pancake. Last night I was looking online a little bit. Oh, look, got a little town here. About all that duck calling waterfowl collection there at that museum. That is world class. That is very famous if you're in the hunting world. There's a lot of duck clubs, pheasant clubs, you know, all over the United States. That one's pretty darn famous that we seen yesterday. Looks like 25 miles to Pine Bluff. Looks like 12 miles up to Pine Bluff. I guess there's an old historic district. They're restoring half the downtown there. Well, we'll find out. The history in Arkansas is just vast, isn't it? Here's a bunch of the agriculture fields. They grow everything here, it looks like. I believe this is the Arkansas River we're crossing over, heading into Pine Bluff. Pretty darn cool. Shows on the map up here there's a park and a port. Maybe we'll try going in there and see what we can find. Here it is here. Got an old tugboat up there. Port of Pine Bluff. And it shows there's a park back here. I'd take a break for a little bit. Maybe get something to eat. I left pretty early. I got plenty of time all day. I'm gonna hold up before I get into Hot Springs and camp for the night. Then tomorrow will be Hot Springs National Park. Here it is, St. Marie Park. Find a nice shaded place to park. Get on the maps, check it out. Do a little planning here. Their office is closed. Ooh, I see a big waterway. I think this is a lake here. Comes off the Arkansas River. Alright, let me get parked. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it shows this as a lake, but it feeds straight off the Arkansas River on the maps. Feels good to be out of that van for a little while. Well, fishing docks, just a peaceful place, sit and enjoy this beautiful park. Kind of nice. Been a long summer. We have seen a lot this season. Heading home now. Heading west. We're in the west side of the Mississippi. Well, what do you say? Let's head on into Pine Bluff. Do a little drive around that old town area. I think I got it kind of mapped out here in the phone. Alright, here we go. We made it to this old downtown area, Pine Bluff. I was reading a little bit about the entire downtown's under a massive reconstruction project. Anyway, I thought it'd be kind of cool to drive through it on our way. There's another town called Sheridan we're heading to right after this. And it's supposed to be a cool museum there. I thought we'd check it. Wow, look at the old buildings. Yeah, they're all boarded. Huh. There's a park. I think I went the wrong way. I need to go back. There's a big library. Yeah, they got construction everywhere here, don't they? I'm pretty sure I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to turn around. We're going to go back. Okay, here we go. New sidewalks, new curb, new streets. Art space there. Yeah, development like this. This is something. Alright, here's where I turned, I believe. Yeah, boards on every window on those buildings to the left. But it's all fenced off, too. Think of all the history that happened here. Those buildings are totally gone. Well, I'm just gonna keep going straight here. Fashion wigs, but I don't think any of these buildings are... Well, there's cars here. I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say not being used. Oh, big mural. Another one at Park. Oh, there it is. Courthouse or something up here. More murals. Okay, well, I'll find a place to park. I'm gonna walk back down towards here. Yeah, they got construction everywhere going. How cool. Bringing this town back to life, huh? This street was named after a French soldier way back in the 1700s, 1773 to 1853. That place is for rent over there and lease. Want to walk down towards that courthouse? There's a memorial there. You know, Civil War history. Southern states, Civil War history everywhere. And the North. Sure seen a lot of it this year. Huh? which is cool. When I finally get home, I'm gonna have to sit down and just kind of think about everywhere. At least 12,000 miles this summer will be completed time I get home. October 25th, 1863. Huge battle here in Pine Bluff. A lot of soldiers lost their life here. Alright, well, that's kind of what I want to see here. Today's kind of a driving day, so we're going to keep rolling. I'd love to come back here in a couple years, see all the improvements they've done. That'd be cool. I'll do a big loop getting out of here. Gonna head over to Sheridan. It's not very far. The architecture of these old buildings are rounded sections above the windows, doorways, big mural on the street. Very old school, old style there, isn't it? That'll look good once it's all cleaned up, fixed up. There's some murals in here. Let me pull off a second. Make a quick stop. Old signage in the brick. Looks like some aircraft on that one. Helicopter, jets, tanks. Murals always amaze me. They're just gigantic artwork. The detail people put in them. I'm the only one down here. I'll be darned. I think Pine Bluff's a pretty big town. Okay, well, let's keep rolling. Let's head for that town of Sheridan. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for your newsletter, putting one out once a month now. Also, we got a merch shop, all kinds of cool stuff. 2025, heck yeah, travel season, merch is out. Hats, coffee mugs, t-shirts, and the Armchair Traveler series. Very, very popular, make great gifts. That's out as well. And on the website, you'll find blogs, articles, free downloadable puzzles, all that good stuff. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Yay, made it. It was only about a 25-mile ride from Pine Bluff. Look at the old drive-through. Boy, a good old burger sounds good. Another old small town USA right here. Supposed to have a nice museum. I thought we'd check that out, take advantage of some air conditioning. Then I'm gonna head towards Hot Springs. I'm gonna hold up for the night, camp. Then tomorrow will be Hot Springs National Park. Let's see. I better check the maps here. Let me pull off a second. Figure out where I'm at. Okay. Got to get my bearings straight here. I should have went up a little farther before I turned left. That's alright. We'll take the scenic route through Sheridan, cute little town. Going to the Grant County Museum. Why? Why not? We're here. When will you ever get a chance to come back here, huh? Okay, make a left. Should be a mile or so up the road here. There's the fire department. Small town USA. We're not that far from Little Rock, Arkansas. Big city. I better pay attention. We gotta make a right up here. Where is it? The maps is saying turn right. Wow. There it is. A little sign says museum. Boy, we could miss that in a hurry. In a very narrow street. I'd be in trouble if someone's coming the other way. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's big. Alright, well, cool. There's cars here. Must be open. Alright, well, I'll get parked. Get the cameras ready. Do a walkthrough. Hopefully they got good air conditioning and enjoy a little visit here. Very, very nice people that run this place. All volunteers. They said a little bit of everything, a lot of local history. It's a ton about Arkansas. They gave me some good advice where to camp tonight. I don't have a place lined out yet. When you think of Arkansas, you don't think of all the wildlife. I still can't get over that duck collection, that duck caller thing. Back in that other museum. Rattlesnake, wow. Huh. See, hunting is just huge here. One thing about these little museums like this, well, this isn't a little one, it's big, but you never know what you're gonna find. Some of them have the best hidden gems in the world. Well, need a big old metal kettle. Look at the size of that thing. Metal detector. Oh, to hunt for relics with a metal detector. You see a lot of that out here. Back west, you look for gold. Normally every time I metal detect, I have a nice one. Always find the junk, scrap metal. Old cans, that kind of thing. Kind of a replica type displays. What it used to be. Some old guns. House place dumps. Treasures of trash, yeah. Especially the old outhouses, they would throw all their trash in the ground. Find a little bit of everything in there. Old bottles. There's a cool piano, accordion. A lot of old pictures on the wall. That thing's got to weigh a couple tons, doesn't it? There's the bell. All museums have a bell. A lot of displays, old Monopoly game. Big old jug there. Here you go. How about a wooden bicycle? I knew it. Every time I come in one of these old museums, handmade wooden bicycle. There you go. If you get a flat tire, you just go chop down a tree. See, every time I come in one of these places, that is just for only $10.95 you can own a wooden bicycle. Well, I don't know if that's a wooden one there. So $11 for a bike. But if you had an axe and a saw, you could make your own out of wood. Even the handlebars, that is cool. There's our find for the day. Let there be light. More old stuff back here. A lot of local memorabilia, pictures. Oh my. There's a pipeline. Huh. Okay. Big old stoves, fridges. What do we have over here? Looks like something musical. Radio station. It's been a local DJ or something here. Well, local lawman. History here. You've got the bullets in the case there. Eeks. We know what that is. Well, more history about Sheridan, this area. And veterans display. All the branches of service here. Flags. More rifles, uniforms. Very, very well done. Old model of a battleship. You got the swords hanging up there. Old Army Jeep, golf cart. Looks like an old Army ambulance, maybe. A little tank. Nice little car collection. They got a little bit of everything. That wooden bicycle, though, that stole the show here. Where else are you going to find a wooden handmade bicycle? Nowhere. Except Sheridan, Arkansas. At the Grant County Museum. If you're in this area, you have to stop and see the bicycle. There's a red car or truck. old-time fire truck. This thing's kind of like a motorcycle or something. Pulse car. Ground cruising recreational vehicle. Manufactured 1985 to 1990. Got 70 miles per gallon. Huh. Pretty cool. Here's all their Civil War history in here, which I'm sure is vast. All these states, Arkansas especially. It's like over there in Pine Bluff, all the battles, all the troops. Just everywhere in here, huh? Faces of the past. Well, another building out back. Let's peek in here, see what they got. I want to get going here pretty quick. Military vehicles. Wow. They do have a few of them in here. Look at this. Cars, trucks. What do they call those? Half tracks, I think? Something like that. Quite a collection. That'd be perfect to take camping, wouldn't it? Just load it up. The old USO vehicle right there. Well, very impressive museum for a county museum with a wooden bicycle. I'll remember that one. fun day. We made a lot of stops. Today was just going to be a driving day. I was just going to plow right through to the next campground and just work on videos, but I thought it'd be fun to film today. All these back roads, small towns, you just never know what you're gonna find, where you're gonna find it. It's part of the adventure, RVerTV style. Heck yeah. Thank you for watching part of the last year's 2025 travel season. Coming up 26, starting in a couple weeks. We'll be exploring around. You never know. Journey never ends. Talk soon.